Wedding rings, or wedding bands, have been used as a tradition of marriage for centuries, dating back to ancient civilizations such as the Greeks, Romans, and Egyptians. In these earlier times, the bands were more simplistic, typically made of solid iron, gold, or silver. In these civilizations, rings were used as a form of legal documentation of the marriage. As time moved on, wedding rings became more ornate. In medieval Europe, rings took on more of a role in the union. They became a symbol of the groom's commitment to provide for his bride, and could be used as a form of dowry. Because of the growing significance, wedding rings in this time period began to feature more intricate designs and gemstones, specifically for nobility. During the Renaissance, wedding rings became even more elaborate, and in this time, wedding rings began to be designed to match the bride's engagement ring, and were soon keepsakes and family heirlooms to be passed down through generations. This brings us to the modern idea of a wedding ring. Still an important symbol that can hold a variety of meanings depending on who you ask and where you are in the world. Here at Jewelry Designs, we know that the sentimental value of a wedding ring can mean the world to people. So we sat down with two of our expert designers to get their views on wedding rings, the symbolism behind them, and why it's important that we create each one with precision and care.
Hi, my name is Gary. I've been at Jewelry Designs for a little over 18 years.
Hi, I'm Richard. I'm one of the design consultants here at Jewelry Designs. I've been with the company almost 10 years now.
I'm one of the sales associates here and also one of the designers.
I've seen a lot of trends kind of come and go. Shifts from yellow gold to white gold into platinum to now a mix of the different colors. It's been exciting to see people's responses and what the desires are for suiting their jewelry needs.
Well, first I like to talk about style, because everybody has their own style. You know, it's kind of like art, it's personal preference. So what, are you looking for something classic, something modern, something vintage? Most women have a little bit more of a broad idea of what they want, and very sometimes eclectic. It could be, or simple. A lot of guys typically go with more like the simple route, but we do have sometimes men come in here and they want something more elaborate because that's their style. So I'd like to sort of ask what their style is, to kind of fine tune what kind of wedding bands, either to show them or, hey, this is what we could do if you want to make your own.
Well, again, I guess my first question is always, let me see your engagement ring. Mm-hmm. That sets the course for where we want to proceed, whether they want something that's matched and fitted to it or something that's just complementary. We don't see too many people going for a matched men's and ladies band anymore, as used to be a trend. Everybody's hands are so different, everybody's tastes are so different, so we find that she picks out her band, he picks out his band, and there's that one-time shot of hand over hand, usually at the wedding, and then that's it. So get what is comfortable for you.
Some women kind of want something classic that we may already have. Some women want something, they bring in a picture and be like, hey, this is what I like, but I want to make these changes to kind of make it her own. Most guys usually pick what we have, unless they come in with a picture because they want to really personalize their wedding band.
Oftentimes, some of the engagement rings are almost a standalone, or that they've picked them out and designed them, or were surprised with them, and then they have to find something that coordinates.
Gemstones is a good one that's pretty popular, or even if it's diamonds, the diamonds represent whether it's a year anniversary band or a lucky number. It could be 7 diamonds because that's their favorite number.
So we're not basically taking a factory mass-produced piece and resizing it or manipulating it to work for the customer. We're designing it from scratch to be specific for that customer, and that's exhilarating. It's kind of exciting to know that you've got either some one-of-a-kind pieces or things that are again specific for the customer, and having their input in the design process it's really involving for them and exciting to them too.
I've also had people, especially with men's wedding bands, what they do for work. I've had a friend of mine who's a mechanic, and he made his wedding band look like a wrench. So you can kind of really get a little specific in that way.
Some people will choose a band for good or for dress and have something a little more simple for their day-to-day activity.
Do what makes you happy. You know, if you want to go a little crazy and wild, go for it. If that's what you're going to like. If you want to do something a little bit more traditional, by all means, you know, there's no right or wrong.
Everybody's got some things to be concerned for, and again, they might get a very fancy dress piece that's what they want to show off, and then something that's a little more subdued for their daily wear.
Well, I think for me, a wedding band, no matter what it looks like, symbolizes the unity of the two people.
A lifelong commitment, at least in my heart, and hopefully in everybody else's heart as well too.
What we do is custom make everything, so you could really kind of personalize that, you know, unity in a way.
It's an outward sign, but it's a reminder to yourself that you've taken a vow, and you know, for us too, it's for me setting personal style. So there is a symbolism, but it's also an expression too.
It really is personal preference, and it's just whatever it means to the couple. You know, that's what you do. You know, you don't have to go with what somebody told you or what somebody else likes. You're wearing the ring. Do what makes you happy.